Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Darla Lucian of Darla Lucian Studios, and we are working on our purple projects, chapter 9. But before we get going, I'm going to ask you to hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you'll get notified when new videos come up. I love getting notified when new videos come up from the people I'm following. And share. Share with other crafty people, and let's get the inspiration rolling. So we were working on covers earlier this week, and then pockets for that second journal, and I realized we haven't visited this third one in a little while. This is the Traveler's Notebook style one. And so I added in this little paper clip and over the top belly band thing, and I kind of use that as like a bookmark in here, and I'm not going to add pockets to this one. This one is going to be really plain, just has a pocket in front, this double pocket in the front, this pocket in the back, but we need to decorate the cover yet. So let's get that cover decorated. So I brought out, whoops, let's keep this is our closure, so we got to kind of keep that in mind of like where that's going to land. And I brought over sort of my laces and cheesecloth stuff. I had gotten order of doilies in, so maybe we'll use some of those. Not sure, but I just put it here. And then I have this fabric. Now, when I was working on some quilting stuff, I got this fabric pattern in like every shade they had. I had a little bit of every shade because it is such a beautiful... Let me just get it a little closer. Maybe you can see the pattern. It's really nice. Yeah. It's a small all over pattern, and it's great for not being plain but still being a bit plainer so that the other patterns pop. And I just thought it's sort of similar to the color that's here, sort of that taupey. So maybe that could work. Anyway, I found this and fussy cut it out, and then I wanted to put this label on. Actually, you know what I think I want to do is just trim the corners on it. It's a little too dark otherwise. There we go. So I was going to put that down like that, was kind of my thought, and then this butterfly kind of up there. Now I love how that looks, but you see how this blends in? So I was thinking, what if we put something behind that? So we could put, let's addition. Could put a little cheesecloth behind there. Well, that's not bad at all. This is the coffee dyed or tea dyed cheesecloth. White cheesecloth I think is going to be too bright. Or maybe one of these doilies. Let's just take a peek so we can see what we see here. So there's different sizes, different patterns. Oh, very similar pattern actually. Just different sizes. But that's okay. You can use it in all the different sizes. Okay, so I think I got more than one here. Oh yeah. Good deal more than one. I think there's two more here. Alright. I think those two might be the closest to the right size. We'll just put that off. Okay. Off the desk. So then here was another idea. Now I would brush this with ink first maybe. Well, let's just try that out. This is my coffee bean, and then it's Distress Ink Ground Espresso by Tim Holtz is the re-inked version. So I'm just going to color it. I didn't tea dye them because I just got them, but I think that just by inking we'll get the kind of look that we're going for. And I'm not going to ink the whole thing because we only need part. So I don't want to waste your time and mine by doing that. Okay. I get an idea. Obviously it's not going to wrap around the spine. I'm going to cut it so that it stops just at the Well, I don't mind how it looks here, but this blends in quite a bit still. What if we did a couple layers? What if we had this on this side, a little bit peeking out? More auditioning. We kind of had a strip of it and like caught our butterfly in the net, so to speak. Nope, not that. And I don't want to use the same lace that I used on the spine on the front, so I think we're going to go with that. One more thing to try is, what if we had a little bit of this fabric on there? So I'm just going to give it a little snippy snip, because you know fabric, cotton fabric anyway, tears ever so nicely. Alright, now I'm covering up a good deal of that page, which I do like. So a little smaller would be better, but lengthwise, maybe to here. And then, I think this was cut, but let's just fray it, tear it. Looks like we got another snippet to add to our snippet pile. Okay, now what do we think? A little bit of this. I like it curving. Like that's one of the things that I like. That coming off a little bit. And then the butterfly up here. Just coming off a little. Maybe with a little net underneath the butterfly. Do I have a little snippet that I could put under? There's this lace. A little bit of this netty stuff. Like that. I think I want this just a little shorter. Can't seem to make my mind up today, huh? Or maybe it's just that I can so much know exactly what I want that I can't leave it with, oh, we're so close, but not quite there. Alright. So now we're going to bring this off a little bit. That can go off the corner of it. And so can that. And then that one right in there. Okay, let's see. A little more on maybe. Definitely need to ink around the edges of these guys, but yes, we've got it. By Jove, I think we've got it. Oh, we need to watch My Fair Lady. What do you think? Movie night? What are you guys doing tonight? Is it movie time for you guys? Alright, move my bits out of the way. Oh yeah, and then this guy comes down and it'll stop about right there. That'll be perfect. Awesome! I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to pull these off. And we're going to glue this guy down first. So we're going to use tacky glue. And I am going to go right by the edge, because because I don't want it fraying at the edge, but then I don't want it to fray underneath my paper too far. And then let's give it a little bit in the middle here. And it's picking up every little thread. Now every little thread's glued on me. Marvelous. Alright, let's get rid of that stuff. Cool. Cool. Okay. So pop that there. Now I'm just going to carefully put my non-gluey hand underneath. Knock on wood. Okay. Ink. So what have you guys been up to this week? I feel like we've got so much done. Saturday, I've gotten 3 videos done today. We got a recycling taken in. My son is making supper for us tonight, which is so lovely. And it's not rare. I'm making it sound like it's rare, and it's not. He does do suppers quite often, or he helps me do suppers, which is really nice. He is getting really, really good at making meals. And definitely helps out when I'm trying to get some work done in here. Get a client orders out the door and whatnot. Alright, I'm just going to ink all these well in here. So I'm just kind of inking right onto it because there's a bit of a white line in between there. And I'm just kind of toning that down a little. And then our Madame Butterfly. We're going to ink it as well, because I don't want all that white showing. There we go. Kind of kiss cut these. Kind of made some choices while I was, you know, off camera before you all showed up, just to get this, kind of get some ideas down, so I wouldn't be sitting here hemming and hawing and figuring out exactly what it is I wanted to do. Now I remember it was kind of like, I wanted these two just kind of peeking over the edge there. Alright, since we're gluing to fabric to paper, we're going to do tacky glue, and I'm going to go along every little bump, but not right to the edge, because we don't want the glue gushing out, but we want it to kind of gush to the edge. So it's a little bit of an art, not getting too much that it gushes out, but enough that it goes right to the edge so that the edge won't catch on anything, since it's the cover especially. Alright, now let's just give it a little extra in the body area. Okay. So remember what we needed to do? We needed those little flowers peeking down, and our leaves just touching over here. There we go. Oh, that's so pretty. I really love how this turned out. Alright, and so then again with this, we're going to do around the edge. And I think I talked to you guys about this before, that when I'm doing a commission, sometimes I'll put words in the labels, but when I'm doing one for Etsy that's just going up and I don't know who is purchasing it, I like to just leave the label spot blank for the person to label their own journal. I guess I think there is something in a name, you know. A rose might not smell as sweet after all. So, dabbing a bit of glue down to put the little strip of mesh, and then let's get our butterfly caught in the little strip of knitting. I know, I find it, the irony of it is kind of cute. Okay, I am going to be so gluey with this project. Oh. Alright. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay, and then where's that? Here we are. See? That falls just in that blank spot there. That's going to be great. Absolutely fabulous. I do not know where that's coming from, but we're just going to give that a little sniff. a lot of fun. Oh, okay, so we have a little bit of time. Oh, I really need this gluing down before I go away though. And it's just a little curly, so it's gonna have to be here a minute to just make sure it stays. So I kind of wanted to show you what I'm going to be doing as prep before we get going on our videos for next week, and just kind of give you a quick idea of sometimes the prep work takes a while, and so it's good to do a lot of it off camera, but I'll just show you the start of what it's going to be like. Alright, so this one I think I will do a flip through pretty quick of this one and put it up in my Etsy shop because, like I said, I'm not going to do a whole bunch on the inside of this baby. I am pretty happy with how it's coming together. It's lovely. I mean, you know, it's hard to say that you don't love a sweet little one like that. Okay. So I have this little container with some of my punches in. Alright, so now book page. So this is where it comes into play very nicely when you have bits and scraps cut-offs. Okay, that you can't really use for much else. Those ones are probably good. These ones I can use to make fake stamps, but these little cutoffs here will be good for this project. Okay. Alright, so this is a great use. Darla, how do you use up your scraps? And you know we always create so many straps. Okay, so this is just my little flower punch. Okay, and you know what? This strip looks kind of interesting to me too, so I think I'm going to put that in my embellishment box, wherever that disappeared. Because I might use it as is. So there's these little guys here, and if we feel so inclined, see, now I have words on, which is kind of fun. If we feel so inclined, we can ink them up a little, make them purpley. Or, so that's smallish, or I have my tag along, and supposedly it sticks down on my desktop, but I'll tell you right now, it only sticks for about one go. And then this is the flower die cut, so you don't want to push down on this because there's a knife inside here. Anyway, so book page, glass plate, book page. This is the one I cut on the most. And so I'll put the die cut down, the other one, the other plate on top to make the sandwich. And then here we go. I actually put it down backwards. So I'm using my left hand instead of my right. Doesn't make a difference. Okay. So then, check this out. So we got our little book page flowers. So these ones are a little fussier to get out of here. So you just kind of have to work it, otherwise like with book page it'll tear. So just carefully kind of convince it wants to join the party. Okay, here's another dot, which I may or may not use, so I'm just going to hang on to those. So all of these little flowers are just slightly, oh crap, tore the, oh no, it's still alive, staying alive. It really wants to come off though. It's hanging on by a shred instead of a thread because it's paper, get it? You know what I'm saying? Alright. So when I put that on, I'll have to make sure that that one little spot gets extra love. It really is only staying on by a shred. Okay. So I'm not going to do all of these in front of you guys. So you could see why I do this off camera. And so I did a whole bunch with the when we did the pink. Do you remember? I had all those nice flowers done. So this is what I was kind of doing. Well, I wasn't actually, I don't think I used a lot of book page actually, and this is an older book page, so it didn't cut through as nice for some reason. I think maybe because it's a little thicker or something. Trying to be patient and not tear it. Because that's what we need right now is patience. The world needs a little more patience. Okay. Well, obviously this one still needs a little work, but you get the idea. Okay, so there's that. But then, dun, dun, dun. What if you have your purple paper scraps? You know what I'm saying? Purple paper scraps can work. Lovely. So you make your sandwich. In you go. Okay. So how do we do with this? So the fun thing is that you can mix and match, right? So our journals are kind of like the coffee dyed color or the old book page color and purples, right? So I was thinking that if I do enough of the purple scraps and the book pages and then mix and match them to build the flowers. So for example, purple, book page, purple, and then some kind of center. See? Obviously, it takes a little bit of time to do that, but like it's a little bit of bling. So let me show you what I do then. So I usually just use a little corner, like a little scrap. Let's get this out of my way so I can work better. I always put the blade side down on those because I don't want to, even by accident, press down as I'm standing up or something. Could you imagine? That would be a weird thing to try to explain to Emerge. Alright, so I have my little scrap here. I just use a little random bit of paper. It doesn't need to be perfect. It can be tiny. To build my flower on. That's quite big, actually. Well, let's get it a little bit smaller. Apparently we have enough for two here. Okay. I just want a good spot to glue down later. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I like the writing on the other side better than the top side. So flippity flip. And I'm going to make these opposite each other so it kind of fills in like a wheel. See what I'm saying? And this one, Sometimes I'll use tacky glue for this, but it's all paper, so it should stay together just fine with glue stick. Okay, like that. And then, here's the fun part. Let me go grab my flat back pearls. That's what I have in mind. Wait, let's see if I can find them. Oh, look, right there. Actually, that's not. Sometimes you kind of wonder where you've put your things. So these are kind of a pinky purple, but they will go in these journals, or they will go with one of these journals anyway. All right, so these are flat backs. I'm only going to need one. I'm going to tuck the extra sticky stuff that they're striped on behind. And let's see if we can get this in position. Come on. Oh, it just wants to stick to me now. I can't get it to go down. I can get it to go down upside down. My fingers are so gluey. All right. Well, how pretty is that? Let's get this kind of pinky purple one. How about that? We'll give it a little love. So pretty. All right, so now that we have this great little embellishment, where to put it? Where indeed? Let's see. How about right there? Perfect. Tacky glue to glue it down. We want to make sure that it sticks. And it is paper to paper, but you know. And I just do a little glob of glue in the middle, expecting that it'll gush out a little. There we go. So tacky glue, yeah. Got a second to move things around. Yeah, that's fun. I'm going to add just a little bit of purple on this one to kind of blend it in with what it is that the theme. There. Well, that's cute, right? And you know, you can have a little bit of dimension when it's the cover. It's harder to do that when you're trying to write on the pages, right? So like especially in a traveler's notebook, where you're expecting that there's going to be a bit of writing happening. So that's that one done. Alright, so one last thing. I wanted to show you this project that I was working on. Remember for my goals journal? And I was saying about how I was making, I have to finish making the journal. So I still haven't completely finished the cover. I'm going to put Darla's Daily Journal on here, I think. But I want to use, I have to get toner first, I think. Anyway, so I stitched in an extra support to hold the elastics. And, oh, this is coming up a little. I don't think I used tacky glue on this one. I usually do in pockets, but anyway. There we go. Sewed the pockets down. Sewed the support in the spine. Sewed the back pocket on, and then I sewed the cover on. And so it's a traveler's notebook style with elastics. I like that the purple goes. And this is the part that has my goals in. It's just coffee dyed paper for the goals, and this is just white paper. Like I am. Am I even a crafter? I'll embellish the pages as I go through. And then I have to-do lists and all the different kinds of to-dos that I need kind of tucked in the second signature at the back. So the first one is my daily pages and my goals for March. And then the back is to-do list. So I have two signatures tucked in here right now. So I'm just trying to get that support thing to get a little flatter. But I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. And I like the color. And, you know, I had been doing file folder style journals for January and February. And I thought, I am going to have so many books by the time I'm done if I do one every month. And I thought, what if I made a traveler's notebook and then I just take the inserts out, staple them together, and then I only have just that to store for the next 10 months, so it won't be quite as much, I think. Anyway, that is what I wanted to show you for today. I'm very excited for tomorrow, for Fun Friday. Make sure you show up. It's going to be good times. And then we'll just catch you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching.